Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff, November 2020, the in-betweener days, in between Halloween and Christmas. Let's just play. No specific agenda at all this month, just whatever strikes my fancy. Thanks for watching as always, and let's get going. Good morning, good morning. I have been a busy little girl, so I'm huffing and puffing. Sorry. Try not to huff and puff. All right. Some of the things that I have made, good morning. Some of the things I have made for my Procreate are true red, true green. I kind of have thought I would go with and I hope it's better lighting. I have a little bit of light. I have one light on, but it's overcast today. I think it's supposed to rain this afternoon. And the jelly plate colors that I made the other day, I really, really, really want to stick to that color scheme. But I don't know. So in lieu of our government here that is still crazy, I'm just going to play and talk. Another stream of consciousness. It's been fascinating. And the reason why it's taking so long is because for the first time, a lot of places allowed mail-in ballots or absentee ballots. This is the American election for president. That is just a debacle. But I don't have red. I'm having to go with colors that I have here, which isn't very much. When I can drive, I'm going to Michael's. I need some paint, at least down here. But a lot of these places have never handled absentee ballots or mail-in ballots, whatever you want to call them. We voted mail-in, and because of COVID. I mean, nobody wanted to go stand in line. Now, it depends on where you stand on COVID. This country is very divided. To me, it's a health issue. It doesn't have a political persuasion, but most of the people in this country feel that it does. All right, I'm trying to come up with oh dear. It's fascinating because some states, every state has a different rule on how to process ballots. And I mean, you would think it would be universal. It's not. And some states changed their laws at the very last minute so that they could adapt to mail-in ballots better. And have less of a possibility of a court case going on because immediately, oh, now that's pretty for summer. Trump said he was going to sue everybody, which is his favorite line, if the results of the election didn't go his way. Well, he's already saying that again. But I mean, he started that a year, well, no, not a year ago, when COVID started. He wanted to outlaw mail-in ballots. He horribly trashed the post office, which is already in problems in this country because they have no money. I mean, it's just, if you're a political science person, this is fascinating. I haven't slept in 2 days, which is probably why I'm just going blah, 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 blah. I slept a little bit last night. See, I want. That's a pretty color, but not for Christmas. They're all pretty. How do you make red? I don't have any of the pretty colors I have at home here. It's fascinating. They have had people protesting out in front of places, polling areas, counting areas with guns yesterday in Arizona, because you're allowed to carry a gun in Arizona. In the open. And it is just makes me, that's not good. It makes me have apoplexy about America. I already had apoplexy when we voted the guy in office. But now they're saying if he loses, which, cross your fingers, he does, he's going to run again in 4 years. Please. Here's the magic green. How did I do that? This mossy green. I think this one was more... I think I put a little bit of new shamrock. These are just craft paints. Apple barrel. Let's see. Apple barrel. New shamrock. I think I put a tad of brown in there. Did I put melted chocolate or nutmeg brown? Or is there no brown on it and it's coming from the orange and I just added white? I think that's what I did. I love that color. Let's try it again. And it was just a very light glaze. Because see, it's picking up brown from another time. The light glazes are prettier for me. Just a tiny bit of paint. All right. Now we know this is new shamrock in white. This white is real runny. So it has been, and if you don't like politics, I'm sorry, but I mean, that's all I've done in the last 3 days. Tonight, 49ers are on TV. My favorite team, my home team. Oh, whoa, almost fell off my chair. My wheelie cart. Made a chicken casserole yesterday with rice and broccoli and cheddar cheese added to it. It's a little bit more green, so I had less white there. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, let's see. Red. I have nothing I can make red with. Let's see. Okay, so this is going to be Bimini Blue and Yellow Flame, because that will make a limey green. Hold on, let me put these two together. And I might put a little bit of nutmeg in there. I think I like this color already. This could have been in my Ireland journal. That's a pretty color too. All right, let me write that one down. Bimini blue, yellow flame. Who knows if they even have these kind of paints still. And nutmeg brown. Apple barrel, which I think is Walmart's brand, or it might be, I don't know. My thought process is to take pictures of them, load them in my app, Procreate, and then use them for backgrounds with ephemera and stuff. Now this is just the ghost print. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, I love these things. I just love jelly plates. I could play with these things all day. But I'm not going to because I'm watching the politics. My sister said she can't watch it anymore. I think we should watch it. As frustrating as it is. And don't watch Fox, because that's just ridiculous. And you know what? We're going back to art on Monday, and one of the ladies, I'm the only person that's not a Trump supporter in our art class, which is quite common in South Carolina. I'm the only one everywhere in South Carolina when it comes to politics. We're the same party, but some of us have morals still left and some of us don't. Can't say it any other way. Sorry. But the rec center, which is a county-run facility paid for by our taxes, is requiring a mask, your temperature, a one person per table. And I sent out another, I think I said this yesterday, I sent out another newsletter that said, you know, contact the lady at the rec center. She needs to know if you're coming because she has to set you up a separate table. And, you know, for everybody's sake, we will be wearing our masks. We will be social distancing. Blah, 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 blah. Well, the day before, that lady sent out an email, which has been all over the Fox channel. That's the fake news, the really fake news, not what they accused CNN of. And she said that masks don't prevent anything. That's her point of view, because that's what they've been brainwashing them with on Fox. And if this upsets you, I'm sorry. This is my opinion. She sent me, she said she contacted the lady at the rec center, but she sent, ooh, that's pretty. That's just a really faint beige. That's really pretty. She sent me a letter, an email that said she would not be wearing a mask because she has a doctor's excuse as to why she can't and should not have to wear one. Like, what disease, I know she doesn't have asthma, what disease makes you, and if there is one, COPD? I mean, my dad had a hard time with masks if he had to wear one, which he had to wear one somewhere one time at a doctor's appointment. I can't remember what it was. And he had a hard time with it. And he had COPD. But they still made him wear it, and we did too. My sister and I, especially my sister, she wore one around them all the time because She was working, and she did not want to have any other germs brought into my mom and dad. They had enough problems on their own without bringing in other people's germs. I was like, well, I think that's horrible. And what doctor would tell somebody in this day and age that a mask does not prevent spreading germs? I mean, when I had my surgery, they even gave me, of course, you went in with the mask, but they gave me another one because they didn't even want the germs that were on my mask from home, in case I had been around anybody. They said, nope, you have to have, because in surgery, they didn't want any germs. I said, nope, we're giving you our own masks, and we know where they've been, and they're brand new. Okay, that's fine with me. I want to stay healthy. I love it when you pick up all the other junk. At some point, it looks like, oh, I had metallic paint on here the other day, didn't I? Because there's still metallic in places. Anyhow, I'll gladly wear a mask for other people and for myself. And I think that's how Taiwan and these countries that don't have problems with COVID, very little cases, because they made their people wear masks. And here people felt like it was an infringement on our civil rights. No, it's just for the safety of everybody. Stream of consciousness. Jelly plating. And I don't do well without an agenda, obviously. I might have to come up with a fake agenda. Either that or just come up with a schedule behind the scenes that you guys don't know about. I just like, I don't want to make a video today. I'm like, yeah, you want to make a video today because you always enjoy making it. Once you're in it. I'm like, nah. Oh, that was pretty. It picked up some of the metallic stuff. It's almost a tiny bit marbled in places. It had pink, orange, and brown. That is a gorgeous color. Whew. All right. I'm just having a good old time here. Let's try a little purple. I don't know if this is going to make mud or not. That's a lot of paint. Oh, looks like Barbie threw up. It's so quiet here. Ooh, pretty. Not Christmassy, but pretty. I do have a piece of ephemera that's one of the mice in the Sugar Plum Fairy. Piece of ephemera that I kind of made. This would be pretty for that. Ooh. I really like the glazing ones where you have barely any stuff on it. Oh my gosh. That is gorgeous. Orchid color. All right, let's see. Let's try a blue, doing like dark, medium, light. There's a dark blue. This color is called Too Blue. Too Blue. The water was so interesting yesterday because, I mean, I can't get down to the beach, obviously, and I'm stuck up here in the house. Ooh, that's gonna be pretty. But you could barely tell the water was so flat. Ooh, pretty. But it was a cloudy day, and with the water being flat, you could barely tell where the horizon line was. It was really kind of cool. There's a lot of boat traffic out on the ocean. I guess it's a lot easier to get out this time of year. Not quite so crowded in places. And it's really I've been watching boats. I mean, they're just pleasure craft, but ooh, that's a pretty color too. See, I like the ghosty prints. What happens if you add just a tiny bit of green and then put that over that? I mean, it really doesn't look like I have anything on here. But there is kind of like a glaze amount. Ooh. Pretty. All right, I think I've talked out. You want to see them all? Oh yeah. I'm on my chair. Pretty. Pretty. Really pretty. National Park colors right there. That's too much color. Very pretty. Sugar Plum Fairy pictures. That one for sure. That's my rub off. And then working on greens, but I don't have any red paint. I need red. Fun. Stream of consciousness, jelly plating. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.